I would say that, mixed martial arts is a completely different discipline as opposed to other forms of combat sports where you just rely on. See, in boxing, you rely on only one faculty, which is striking with your hands. But in MMA, you strike, you kick, you grapple, you take down your opponents.
Yeah.
So lots of things go on in the minds of a fighter, right?
Yeah.
And they have to do all these different things in the shortest period of time. They have 2 5-minute rounds, I guess.
Yeah.
And that's all the time that they have. So they're really quick. And it's so amazing to see how guys bring their specialties or their strengths to the cage. Some guys are good at striking, some guys are good at grappling.
Yeah.
And then it's so beautiful to see all these skills converge in the cage. And then they go for the W, for the knockout. So it's great. Because in boxing, I'm so used to seeing a one-punch knockout. But in MMA, you either can knock a guy out by submitting him or ground and pound or so many other ways of knocking him out. So it's a very new experience for me, and I have to say it's revitalized me. It's given me a new breath of fresh air, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you've given us all a breath of fresh air with your excitement that you bring. So how do you, one thing that I've always wondered is, how do you bring that trademark excitement to every show, no matter what the situation is?
I think, I always believe in one philosophy in life that, especially in a sport like boxing or mixed martial arts, you don't pick the sport, but the sport picks you. Because the sport is as alive, is as spirited as we are in the sport.
Yes.
So the sport knows who it needs to pick to revive the sport and keep the sport alive. And I feel I'm blessed that boxing and MMA has picked me. Mother Boxing and Mother Mixed Martial Arts has, together, the highest order, the great elders, they sitting up there and they've decided and said, this is the guy that we want to be the voice in the cage and in the ring.
Wow.
So I feel like, that's a responsibility bestowed upon me. Fighters train their asses off.
Yes.
And then it's at that one moment, maybe I have a minute, Zach. I have 1 minute to glorify everything a fighter has done before he starts fighting in the cage.
Yes.
So I got to make the best out of it. And, I was doing some research. First, when I started off as an announcer, I used to emulate what other announcers have done. And then I thought, there's no hard and fast rule to that. I can just come up with my very own ideas. So that's why you see me repeating the syllables. So like for Pablo, I say, Pablo, do 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 do. And then for Felipe, I go, and I got the inspiration after watching, those auction shows.
Oh, yeah.
You know how they would do those auctions?
Yep.
Going once, going twice, 1 Alabama, 20 Alabama, 30 Alabama, 40. So,